This dude Frieza lasted 1 hour with Broly without completely passing out. What other character in Dragon Ball do you think can last 1 hour with Broly the same way that Frieza lasted an hour with Broly? Let me know in the comment section below, guys. Just throw out some characters out there. I already know probably the favorite one is going to be Jiren, but there are other characters out there that may be able to handle the ass whooping that Broly can issue.
Prepare yourself, Dan Saiyan.
Smash that like button, and if you're new to the channel, make sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications. That way you never miss a video. And before I begin, full credit goes to the artist of the thumbnail today, Chris NC Art. I'm going to leave a link to his Twitter account in the description below and the top comment. Go ahead and support his artwork because he has some very creative and fantastic looking art. Definitely recommend him highly. Go ahead and check him out. Do you like Frieza? I'm curious on that because Frieza, surprising to me, is a split villain in the community. Some people like him, some people don't. The issue is that Dragon Ball seems to overuse him for like every single storyline that they've had in Dragon Ball Super and in other side stories. They use him a lot. And he is the fan favorite character. Now, you guys know that my fan favorite character is Goku Black, and a close second is Cell. Oh my bad. Cell. So Frieza comes in at a third or fourth around there. It's just, I really liked the character when he first came out, but when he came back as Mecha Frieza as a kid, I knew that moment that that's when my undying love and just shock value to the horror that is Frieza and how much of a powerhouse he is, that all kind of subsided at that moment because I just saw Trunks cut him in half, like one of those cakes that seem to be trending right now. But he kept coming back and back, and I actually liked Golden Frieza. I liked when they brought him to the Tournament of Power. I honestly liked all of that. I enjoyed him more in the Tournament of Power than I did in the Resurrection of F arc. But with that said, I have to give it to Frieza for being a complete and utter destructive force of nature. He is unlike, at least his species. It doesn't necessarily have to be just him, it could just be his species. They seem to be completely suited to ramp up the same way that the Saiyans do. Frieza, after a few months of training, jumped the gap between early Dragon Ball Z all the way to Dragon Ball Super in just a few months. So these characters, the race, is not something to laugh at. They are extremely powerful, and nothing shows their endurance more than in Dragon Ball Super Broly, where you see Broly completely rip Frieza apart for 1 whole hour, guys. 1 whole hour. That is the Tournament of Power. And we were shocked at how much Goku had gone through in the Tournament of Power, how depleted in his reserves and his ki, and how tired and beaten up he was by the ending, where he's fighting characters like Kefla and Jiren and the Pride Troopers, and we're trying to scale his power to theirs because of the fact that he's beaten up so badly. So we don't know if he's actually like as strong as these characters or they're stronger than him. It's kind of hard to tell. But Frieza, he went through 1 entire hour of keeping Broly busy, and at the end of it all, he wasn't even really scathed at all. He was not scathed. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, then you have been living in a hole somewhere, because you need to watch the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie like now. Actually, you know what? You needed to watch it like yesterday, because Dragon Ball Super Broly is by far one of the best new Dragon Ball anything that we've gotten since, in my opinion, Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball Super was awesome. The Tournament of Power was cool. There were some moments that were really awesome, but as a whole, as a concise masterpiece, I would say the Dragon Ball Super Broly is on top over even Dragon Ball Super the entire series, in my opinion, just with the animation, the writing, and the acting, everything just coincided very well. But in that movie, Goku and Vegeta essentially lure Broly to Frieza's location after Frieza was the one that pushed him to go into this Berserker stage, and then they use instant transmission to go to Piccolo, and that's when the ass beating commences for Frieza, where Broly starts whooping his ass right off the bat, just completely going ham, and Goku and Vegeta are, training. Now, this training is added on to the time limit that it takes for them to get the fusion right. They have to train Vegeta, Piccolo does, to get the fusion right. So this is probably even over an hour at this point that Frieza is alone with Broly, and Vegeta and Goku are messing up the fusions. They messed it up twice, so we got to see two different messed up fusions, just like with Gotenks, and then we finally got the right fusion, which was Gogeta. Throughout this time, Frieza was forced and pushed after getting beaten so savagely into a mountain. He was forced to go into Golden Frieza, and at that point, he was trying to fight Broly, but Broly's ferocity is on a completely different level, and obviously his legendary power grants him abilities that we've never seen, grants him strength that we've never seen, and he is a complete and utter animal when it comes to Frieza, which is good because in this aspect of the story, Frieza got his comeuppance because he killed Broly's father, so Broly got a few licks into Frieza because he's the one that is responsible. So this is the most important scene in the hour alone with Broly, where we cut back to Frieza and he is completely on the ropes. Even though he was attacking earlier with his golden form, now he's trying his best to defend and block, but he's not doing a very good job. As we know from Dragon Ball Super, his golden form used up a lot of stamina, even though he's been able to channel it and try to fix this problem with his transformation. He's still at a complete deficit. So at this point in time, after an hour or so or more of fighting Broly, he is still completely depleted. But this scene shows exactly how durable this character is and how he is definitely, in my opinion, top tier with Goku and Vegeta. If there were three characters that were the strongest in Dragon Ball, it would be Frieza, Goku, and Vegeta, based on my own thoughts of durability, feats, and power. So Broly punches Frieza into a mountain, and Frieza has enough clarity, like he's not really that beat up, where he's like, look how much strength you have, look how much power you have, you are a marvel. Like he's marveling over the guy who's been kicking his ass for an hour, marveling over his power, and at this point, Broly just leaves. Broly leaves Frieza alone because he's beaten the shit out of him for like an hour. He's gotten bored of it, and he's not broken Frieza yet. He's not killed him. He's not broken him to the point where he can't fight back. He's not immobilized Frieza at all. So he ends up raging out, getting pissed off that he could not break Frieza, and then goes and tries to fight Whis right after that. And that just shows exactly the strength, the monstrous strength of Frieza and how much of a beating he could take. In comparison, Goku and Vegeta separately, their fights with Broly were only around 7 minutes each, close to that. And I know you're going to be like, oh well, it could be longer, but we're using anime time. But if you look at it, the movie shows what's in real time and what's not in real time. We see the fights with Vegeta and Goku, even when they're fighting Broly together, all in real time. And then when we skip to that hour where they're training, it shows us that they're skipping an hour, they're skipping all the bad fusions, they're going ahead of time, and that's how we know their fights earlier were all in real time. That's essentially what I wanted to talk about in this video, but let me know in the comment section below what you guys thought of this fight and Frieza in general. And if you made it to this point in the video, you are now part of the hashtag #EndOfVideo squad. Thank you guys so much for all your support. Make sure to drop that comment with that hashtag for a chance to be featured in my next video. Today I'm going to be responding to Horizon Karned. It would kind of suck if not even Beerus, the God of Destruction, can finish off Moro, since it's kind of his job. Plus, I feel he needs more screen time, being a deity and all. Yes, I 100% am with you. He needs to destroy Moro if nobody else can. And I think Beerus, if you're going to have Beerus in the story as sort of this mulligan thing, he should have his own story arc where it shows that he's not 100% all-powerful, even though that's what you're showing him as to be. Give him his own story arc, give him his own villain, or at least fight other gods of destruction. That would be kind of cool. Have a tournament of all of them fighting against each other would be pretty sweet. So I definitely am with you that he needs more screen time, but thank you so much for your comment. Horizon Karned is going to be Blackscape signing off. Take care, guys.
Subscribe for more content.